Bueno amigos, miren qué pedazo de locura que tengo acá, un Silver Surfer. Quienes siguen mis videos habrán visto que constantemente visito convenciones en los Estados Unidos, principalmente en el estado de Florida. Y hoy tengo la oportunidad de visitar la casa y específicamente la colección de quien es el dueño de una de las empresas organizadoras de estos eventos, si me preguntan a mí, más grande del estado de Florida. Bueno, hoy vinimos a su casa para ver qué colecciona, cómo es la colección de un organizador de eventos de esta magnitud. Vamos a mirar los ítems más difíciles de conseguir o más curiosos o de repente más caros que él tenga en su colección y después un vistazo general por todas las cosas que sean atractivas a la mirada. Así que dicho eso, mis amigos, me voy a poner acá al lado de este Silver Surfer. Ya saben cuál es la propuesta. Si esto les gusta, acompáñennos. Bueno amigos, acá estamos entonces con Jeff. Jeff, first of all, thank you so much for having me. It's kind of a special because we have the opportunity to see the collection of who owns, from my perspective, the biggest toy show company in the state of Florida. So
yeah, technically, you know, there are bigger shows, you know, MegaCon, and but
they don't have shows every 2 weeks. They don't. And you and
we do have.
So
I think we're going to have like. I'm going for giving people a great time, spreading out, helping vendors. Believe it or not, there's a lot. All the vendors, some of them make a living. Is part of the reason why I do more shows. But it is cool to be able to say you sell more toys than anybody in the South.
And I believe you.
Okay.
And I believe
because we're doing 24 shows. Everything pretty much in this room was purchased from a vendor. So okay. So any questions?
I think that we want to jump straight on what we love and start taking a look at your collection. And I have this idea of starting with the most unique items in your collection. I'm pretty sure you have hard to find items.
Right.
So let's start with that.
Okay. You know, back in the day, 7-Eleven would do these cups with like the movies, like you see that Tron cup there, and the Empire Strikes Back. Those are all Slurpee cups from back in the early 80s. So they did a video game Slurpee cups.
Okay.
So this is a set from 1982, and the cups have never been out of there. So they're still wrapped up in there.
Oh, so that's still sealed?
Yeah, yeah.
And help us understand, when we are highlighting this as the most unique item, are we talking about expensive or hard to find?
No, hard to find.
Hard to find.
So, I mean, you'll probably never see another one of those.
And for the people who doesn't know what 7-Eleven is, it's a gas station here in the US, a very popular gas station in the US.
This is a version 1. So there's 2 different versions of this lunchbox that you'll see where it doesn't have any characters on the side. Okay.
Right.
So having it in this condition, this is basically unused.
Okay.
I mean, anybody that would have bought a Star Wars lunchbox.
You said this is 72?
So no, it would have been 77. So this is basically unused. All right. So it would have been rarer than about the same price as that graded Boba Fett mail away, but it would have been unused. So that's probably a loose one just sold for $1,400.
A loose, okay.
Ungraded.
Oh wow.
That wasn't in this condition.
All right.
So I think me and the Kaz guys were estimating that at about $2,000.
Okay.
And then my most recent pickup was at Tampa. So this is your mail away. The original Star Wars mail away. So you would have bought that early bird kit in Christmas of '77? because they didn't have any toys. You sent a certificate in, and then you would have gotten the first 4 figures.
What year are we talking about here?
This would have been spring of 78. You would have gotten this. So this is the shipper.
Yep. Everything
that was in there, and then the figures in the baggies.
Another hard to find piece.
Yeah.
How many times did you see, or did you find this specific
I've never
items?
seen this. I've never seen. I know I did see another one in Louisiana, but it was loose, and the figures were just loose. The guy wanted for that one $3,200.
Okay.
I paid a little bit more for this because it's bagged, but again, got it from a vendor. Okay, so I'm a big Tron fan.
Yep.
Okay, so I have this. This is an original 82 video game. I put credits in here, so that's why it's not showing you the track mode. But this is a fully restored inside and out. Like, wow. This is like brand new. This whole thing. So, and then I had this sign custom made by my friend who does the neon. This is in the style of Tron Legacy. So I got some other Tron stuff. You see Tron Lives here, some coins from Disney, some other stuff. And then I have some older Tron stuff. So you got all the figures. You know, you got the box, the card box here. I got that. Then I got some loose figures. And then you have the carded, this is a carded set. Original 81 set of figures. I've got another set that's loose graded. Those are 90s down there.
Never saw Viewmaster Tron.
Yeah, when I saw that, I was like,
never saw that before.
Yeah, and then that light cycle is from the early 80s, and it's sealed. It's like AFA graded one.
Wow, ustedes muchachos habían visto Viewmaster de Tron.
Okay, all right, we're back. So I'm a big early 80s video game guy. Again, I didn't have Atari and Nintendo and all that, so I went to the arcade. So I'm big into these arcades. So you see I have a collection here of the New Wave Toys stuff. And then these down here are these little, they look like this is Pac-Man that's, you know, just loose that I have. These 3 here are all sealed. They've never been used. They've never been out of the box necessarily. I think I've opened the Miss Pac-Man because it wasn't taped.
What year are we talking about?
We're talking about 82.
82, never opened, styrofoam, everything intact in the box.
Yep. Instructions. So these have stickers, and then they had a rub-off game where you played Pac-Man. Okay, so it says 3 stickers, 3 cards, 1 stick of gum. The actual box looks like an arcade game. So in here, the box is, and the cards are sitting here in like a fan to make it look like an arcade game.
Would you ever open it?
I'm planning on opening this part because the guy I got it from said that this isn't how, you know, he put the shrink wrap on here, but this would have just came with the cardboard in the box.
So what do you have here?
All right, so this is the centerpiece. This is the USS Flagg.
It's massive.
Yeah, and I don't even have the last piece on. There's actually another, this is the back of the boat. So there is actually a little piece that would go on here that I wanted to be able to walk in here. So I left that off. That's the front.
So this is a G.I. Joe USS
85.
Flagg.
Yep, 1985.
So back in the 80s, you are, I don't know, 10 years old, a kid receiving such a massive piece of toy.
Right, and
Right?
they would walk on it. Kids would walk on it.
That's what I would like to know, because I remember being a kid. Yeah, I have my little,
Right.
I don't know, little room for my little toys. But how was it, I don't know,
Well,
10
first
years
of all,
old dealing with this?
nobody I knew had one of these.
Okay.
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 All right, this was the kind of toy that if someone said they had it, you would say they were lying.
Oh, good.
When can I come over in your house and see it? Because there wasn't anybody that I knew that had this.
Okay.
Even the kids that had all the G.I. Joe stuff, they didn't have this. Like, it was not very few people had it. I never even saw one until I almost started doing the shows.
Was it affordable for a
It was
regular
about
middle class?
$100. I don't know. So if you can go back and look, it was about $100, 120.
And 100, 120 was like a lot. Was
That would have been
let me put it this way: was it affordable for a middle class kid or family? I mean,
probably, but I think, like figures were less than $5.
okay.
So I mean that's probably.
Yeah, if you compare.
I'm not looking at it right now, but that's probably $400 US now. Like, so I mean it would have been like the PlayStation cost.
And a used one, not in box, used one. How?
I was just online yesterday and it had a super nice box though. Okay, because I was looking at the auction. One sold for $3,000.
So investing in toys, it's a good investment.
It can
we
be.
can say.
Yeah, it can be. So he's not, his battery's dead right now, but I'll explain a little bit about what he does. This is a life-size R2. It was built by another guy, and then I've had to repair him. But after accident I had here at the house. But anyway, he fully, there's a motor under here that he fully turns, and there's music and all that. He lights up and everything. He's controlled with almost like a PlayStation. So they made this, this R2 builders. This one is polystyrene, which is like a thin, pliable, plastic. That's what but it's a major work. This is,
Yeah.
if somebody was building one of these, I think the guy spent 5 years part-time making this. So there's a bunch of aluminum parts on here. The dome is aluminum. But somebody put this together. I didn't do that. I got it from a guy to show at the shows. I asked somebody how long it would take to build one. They said if somebody spent over a month of 40-hour weeks, then it would, because there is so much to building this.
Ball.
Yeah, this would have been Batman 66. Okay, that's what in the Batman community, you've got the classic series. I never liked that it said classic TV series, but this is a Batman 66 pinball machine. This is a Catwoman edition. They made 100 of these, and then each one of them has a card signed by the original Catwoman. Down here, Julie Newmar. Yeah, so this was built in 2019. The design and everything, I think, was 2016 these came out. This is actually a redesign of I think the Joker, the Christian Bale Dark Knight series. They redid that pinball machine and they made it into Batman 66. Yeah, so we've got Poison Ivy up there. Obviously, that's a sideshow statue up there. Anne Hathaway on the bat pod, which we have a life-size bat pod too. That's not here.
Who's the best Catwoman character?
I'm gonna say the original one, Julie Newmar. This is Hot Toys, and then this is a Jazz Inc. 66 Batmobile that I kind of have fitted in there, and you'll see 66 Batman in there. So it lights up. It's got this little controller, and I can turn on and off the lights. And you'll see the interior, I think, lights up. Phone lights up.
Pretty cool.
And all those windows are dirty. On the bottom here is one of my first Hot Toys. That's the Joker, Nicholson Joker Batman, or Joker, 89 Batman. And then you got, this is the Hot Toys. This is the version 1. And then that's a mobile from the movie. Originally, when the movie came out in 89, that would have been a theater mobile. And then you got the Hot Toys Batman here in the corner. And then this is a sealed, graded 89 Batman movie. So Hot Wheels had came out in '68, and they had Redline. The only one I have down here right now is this one. I mean, I have some other Porsches, but this one again is the car from the card, unpunched, and it's the car on the card. I'm a big, most famous Porsche guy right now is Magnus Walker. Got this a few years ago. This is pretty cool because it's a rig that was never opened, case fresh from Smokey and the Bandit 2. Any car guy is gonna know Smokey and the Bandit movie.
What year is this one?
This would have been, I think, 1980, because it's number 2. Yeah, 1980.
Graded, pretty nice.
All right, yeah. So this blue car here is a 356 Porsche. This is the first Porsche toy car. It was from the 50s. This car is
first one.
Yeah.
Ever made.
Yeah, so there's a wind up. Yeah, from the mid 50s. I think it's 53 maybe? 53 or 55.
Ooh, and Back to the Future. Check this out.
Yeah, now this is the version 2. You have the version 1.
Yes.
Yeah.
The level of details, man, it's amazing.
This one has the tires that make it look like it's flying. I have the stand over there. I just don't have it.
But this one, it's pretty unique because it's already signed. Who signed this one?
So this is Michael J. Fox, Christopher Lloyd, Tom Wilson, Biff, and Leah Thompson on this one. We're gonna add some signatures in a couple weeks, right?
Yes, we're going to Dallas. We're gonna meet them.
Right,
and then we have the figures right here. We have Doug. We have Marty.
This would have been from the
Einstein.
first movie. Yeah, and then you got Pepsi Perfect.
Where did you get that the Pepsi Perfect?
I bought it at a show, but you can get them on eBay. And then it comes with a paper, like the USA Today from the Back to the Future 2.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and then this little radio is not, that's actually a Bluetooth little
That's pretty
boombox
cool.
thing. Then the Pizza Hut thing. I don't have a huge amount of.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's the Pizza Hut they eat on the second movie.
Yeah, second movie, yep.
Bueno amigos, qué tremenda visita. But I'm gonna switch to English because I want him understanding.
Okay.
I think amazing video. Let us know if you guys want a part 2, because honestly there is a lot to cover here.
Yeah, we didn't even talk video games here.
No, we didn't have the time to cover video games. And
all the box sets, we could do a whole thing on Vectrex. We got Vectrex in the box.
Yeah, but it's good because if you guys enjoy this first video, just drop the comments.
Follow us on Florida Toy Shows.
Florida Toy Shows.
YouTube, I'm gonna start putting some videos up myself.
Yeah, absolutely. We're gonna get him using the camera and video editing. I'll be helping him with that. So, but yeah, comment if you want a part 2. We will work it out. Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoy as much as we enjoy doing this video. And as I always say, stay tuned for next videos. If you like what you're seeing, like right here, subscribe right here, and I'm gonna switch to Spanish. Nos vemos la próxima.